I fixed the flag of Zambia because it's the worst flag on the face of the planet. I mean, just look at it. The symbols are on the fly side of the flag, the green gives me eye cancer, and the stripes just kinda piss me off. But there's a reason for all of this. A reason why the Zambia flag is so different from every flag, and a reason why it looks like this. For you to understand that, a bit of backstory. Zambia at the beginning was the place where the Bantu people and others from West Central Africa migrated to in the first millennium. After that, throughout the years, modern day Zambia was part of a number of kingdoms like the Moravi Kingdom. Some wars between the tribes later, and Brazzoland happened, I hope I pronounced that correctly, which had this flag, and also this one, which is very furious, I must say. Anyway, that kingdom was here to stay, to say the least. That was until they became a British colony in 1891, and they had this flag with the African fish eagle and these wiggly stripes. Remember these? Now, a few flag variations and a couple ensigns that don't matter later. We have the Zambia flag we all know and love. I'm using love very loosely here. We have today. Now, let's have a look at its current flag. Let's start with the elephant in the room. The odd placement of the eagle and stripes. Well, the reason for that is, after the Zambian independence, they did this to make Zambia different, to make Zambia stand out from the traditional symbol placement, which is either in the center or on the hoist side of the flag. And for good reason are those placements traditional, because for God's sake this looks like horse shit. But hey, it makes the Zambian flag special. Oh, they're special, alright. Anyway, moving on, let's have a look at the colors. To put it short, the green stands for the country's nature and vegetation, red for the struggle of freedom, black for its people, I'm not lying, and orange for its mineral wealth. Mostly copper though, hence why it's orange. And lastly, the African fish eagle represents the people's ability to rise above the nation's problems. Now, this flag is a classic example of what I like to call symbol first, design never, but let's fix that. Now, I do want to keep the fly side detail that makes Zambia so special, but also shit at the same time. But I do want to be clear, if I were to redesign the flag of Zambia just so that it looks good and had no regards for the meanings, I personally wouldn't do the things that I'm doing. Now, my first idea was to just add the wiggly patterns as the background of the eagle, so it's like a full stripe, but that's one too simple and kind of boring and doesn't look that good. And so that you have a closer look on what it looks like, here's the flag. Beautiful, isn't it? Probably not. Now for my next idea, I thought of reversing the check pattern flag, because this is a flag shape that was common once. So if I reverse the check pattern flag, it should look like it. I don't know how to explain it, it'll make sense, just keep watching. Anyway, then I took the eagle and the wiggly background, put it in the center of the flag side, and added the red, black, orange stripe on top of it and underneath it. Now as for the reverse check pattern, I just put the red, black, orange stripe as a border. And last but not least, something I should have done on the other flag is change this green to this emerald green, which, mind you, this was a Zambia flag at one point, which looks so much better than whatever this is. Anyway, this is the flag I made. Beautiful, isn't it? If you're still confused about what I mean with the check flag pattern, try ignoring the eagle and the stripes, and you should get something like this. Look familiar? But before you leave, I have one more flag design to show you. Remember earlier when I went over the flag history of Zambia? Well, this was the first one. It's a diagonal stripe, so I'm gonna use the diagonal stripe on this design. But following the Zambian wish to be special and put everything on the fly side of the flag, the diagonal stripe is going to flip, so the top of it is on the fly side. Now, because of the wiggly stripe pattern that was in Zambia's flag history, I decided to make the stripe wiggly, and for whatever reason, I don't remember, I made the stripe thinner the higher it went, and then I just put the African fish eagle at the top, and then here is the flag. Beautiful, isn't it? In conclusion, the Zambian flag is a poor design for the good values they want to represent on a flag. They should look into adopting one of these three flags, or the thousands of flag designs that were made by the Vexillology community. Comment down below which flag is your favorite. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for this fan for suggesting the idea, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.